Hello guys, and welcome back to some more Lorraine campaign in European Universalis 4. Sadly, this is most likely going to be the last episode of this campaign, and this episode is really just going to be me explaining why that is. So I've been getting a lot of comments lately in the comment section of my other series of people asking me what the hell happened to this campaign, and I've explained over and over again that I didn't want to play this until they fixed the trade nations and the protectorates, or not the trade nations, the colonial nations and the protectorates, because without them trade is kind of broken, at least in the New World, or especially in the New World, but also in like Asia and Africa, because I did intend to rely quite heavily on protectorates. So for those who do not know, the basic bug is this. Here's a typical example of a glorious colonial nation that is supposed to give me trade power, but that just doesn't give me anything. As a result, all the wealth and value in the New World just stays here. The one exception will be this place, where some trade is actually getting sent to Europe, but that's only because I never made these things into a colonial nation. But yeah. So the update on that bug is that Paradox has finally fixed it, but they've only fixed it for new games. Old games that you started before they fixed the bug are basically broken and they will never get fixed. It's really sad, and the result of that is that this campaign is kind of broken, because I cannot use protectorates, I cannot use my colonial nations, and it's just sad and lame. I don't know if new colonial nations you form will be fixed, but I'm not going to take that chance. Instead, I'm just going to cancel this campaign and just, you know, move on to other stuff. Because basically what they've done now is that now it is impossible to cancel the transfer trade power thing for colonial nations and protectorates. Before you could cancel it, and since you cannot get... and the basic thing is that you cannot ask for trade power from your subjects. I don't know why that is. You would think that you would be able to take trade power from your subjects, but for some reason you're not allowed to do that. And they never made it so that you can ask for it from colonial nations. I don't know what's so complicated about that, but yeah. The basic idea is that, you know, the campaign is broken and I'm going to be moving on to other things. I can't spoil that I'm going to be doing another Western European trade nation soon, although I do feel like waiting until the next expansion pack for this game, Less Republica or something like that. I have a pretty cool plan for that. I'm going to be starting out as a relatively small nation in Western Europe, and I'm going to be trying to convert myself into a merchant republic to get the new fancy features of the merchant republic that will be added in that expansion. And I'm going to be basically trying to do the same thing as I tried to do in this campaign, you know, create a glorious trade empire. And I'll finally get to test out the new, you know, wealth of nations things, like, you know, trade companies and whatnot. So that should be fun, although in the meantime I'll be making another single player campaign as another nation, although that is not going to be a trade nation. Instead I'm going to do something in Eastern Europe instead, reasonably Eastern Europe anyways, and I think that should be pretty interesting. I'm not going to spoil it quite yet though, but I'm going to be posting the first episode of that very soon, so you'll quickly learn what I'm planning. I think both of my new campaign ideas are pretty interesting, and I think they should be pretty enjoyable to play and hopefully to watch as well. So yeah, that's really all I have to say. Really sorry about this campaign cancelling like this. I didn't want it to happen. Blame Paradox, and I guess you can blame me a little bit as well for just, you know, sort of just quitting it just because the game is a little bit broken, but I don't feel like playing with a broken game. So yeah, that is the end of this campaign, I guess. I'm actually going to be starting to record the new campaign just like a couple of minutes after I'm done recording this, so... but you guys will most likely have to wait a little bit longer. But yeah, anyways, thanks so much for watching this episode and this Let's Play. Hope you're looking forward to the new Let's Plays, and until next time, bye.